Hey Pisces, how's it going? I'm tuning in for a reading this morning. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. We're going to go ahead and start with the Angels of Abundance, and then we're going to move into the Tarot. Let's go ahead and see what comes in for you today. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages and the advice that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What does Pisces need to hear most at this time, Holy Spirit? Okay, your first card is Windfall of Abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Pisces, so a lot of you have a larger capacity for abundance, or avenues are opening up to receive more abundance. Yeah, it says here in purpose, in life, in health, and charitable work. So different areas of your life are being affected by this abundance. Yeah, but it says windfall, Pisces. It means that something greater is happening here. You have a larger capacity for something, or different avenues are opening up to allow this abundance in. So be open to receiving, Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what else comes in. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Okay, and we're going to get a third card. So far, so good, Pisces. We got 2 abundance cards coming in already. So for a lot of you, Pisces, I'm getting that you're going to start to see results, or you're already seeing results, and that's also going to shift your mindset around abundance. Yeah, it's not about being patient. It's not about waiting. It's about feeling into that energy now is what I'm getting here. Thinking positive thoughts, raising your vibration. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. We have words of abundance. Okay, another abundance card. We have 3 abundance cards. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract for yourself and others. Wow, Pisces, so far so good. I like these messages already. I'm recording this very early in the morning, so it probably will be out today. So yes, Pisces, this is the message that I'm getting here for the end of August. A lot of things are coming into fruition. It's almost, Pisces, like you have to allow new avenues to open up to receive this abundance. Sometimes the current environment or the current vehicle or the current way of doing things doesn't have the capacity to receive more. So there's a sense of expansion or opening up avenues or being open. Yeah, but it's saying it happens now. It doesn't happen tomorrow. It doesn't happen next week. It's not about thinking of it in the future. It's about embracing it now is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Windfall of Abundance. It is your first card, Pisces. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to hear most at this time, Holy Spirit? Wow, Pisces. Are you seeing this? 9 of Pentacles as your first card. That's a very good sign. That's actually the most abundant and wealthiest card out of the entire tarot deck, out of 78 cards. We have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. There's a need, Pisces, to work on your belief. There's a need to work on your faith, okay? Because there's a lack of belief. The 9 of Cups talks about a wish being fulfilled, something becoming a reality, okay? As you can see here, she's standing on that treasure box and she's embracing all these cups that have been filled up. She's embracing her wish fulfillment. But in the reverse, it can talk about a lack of belief, a lack of faith, not believing that it can happen, okay? But here's the thing, you may feel that way. You may feel like there's a lack of belief or a sense of self-doubt, but the results are here. This is Pentacles, this is Cups. Cups is water, Cups is emotions, Pentacles is reality. Okay, so the truth is here. A lot of you, Pisces, you're waking up to the abundance around you, to the wealth around you. I'm hearing structure, stability, wealth. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles, Pisces, that is a card of finally arriving to that 10. A 10 is an end of a cycle. Yeah. It's almost like through the results, through the proof, that is how you're shifting your mindset. A lot of people say you have to believe it before you see it. A lot of people say that you have to get in the energy or the mindset before you can have it. but I'm actually seeing it backwards, because windfall of abundance is first, and then there's abundance mindset. It's like through the proof, through the results, you're shifting your mindset because you can prove something to be real, or you can prove something to be true. And for a lot of you Pisces, don't blindly trust your emotions, because this 9 of Cups, again, is that lack of belief or that lack of faith. It can also be a timing thing, okay? Thinking that something was going to happen in a specific time and realizing that it took longer, or that it's finally coming around, but the feelings are not accurate, okay, in this area of your life, because it is in the reverse, and your first card is in the upright. So there's a lot of abundance around you, Pisces, that you may need to point out, that you may need to recognize, that you may need to be grateful for, so that you become aware of it. And that's going to attract more, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. We have the King of Cups on the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay, this is actually a very good sign. Okay, you're mastering this area of your life. King of Cups. For some of you Pisces, there's a lack of hope, okay? I don't know for who that is. There's a lack of hope. Could be faith, could be hope, could be belief, but it's all emotional. And the King of Cups is saying, Pisces, some of these emotions are not assisting you. Some of these emotions are not helpful. Ace of Swords, you're going to get some truth, some information, some clarity about that. Yeah. For a lot of you Pisces, you've already received a breakthrough, okay? And for some of you, if this hasn't happened, it's about to happen. We have the Ace of Swords here. This card has been showing up for you, Pisces, often, okay? So I feel that with this Ace of Swords, there's either a need to work on your communication, there's a need to work on your clarity of mind, maybe putting off decisions that you know that you need to make, or putting off, it's almost like you're trying to solve something, like you're trying to figure out the answers, but there's a lot of looping back around. So maybe there's a lot of variables involved in the situation. Ace of Swords. Something's about to click, something's about to come into perspective in a different way, okay? Pisces, trust the facts, trust the information, the truth, okay? Because the Ace of Swords does represent truth, whereas the 9 of Cups can be deceptive emotions, okay? These emotions can be completely off track of what it is that you're trying to attract, because if you feel like you're losing hope or faith or belief, you're not going to be able to tune into this energy, is what I'm getting here. But King of Cups, okay? You got something under control here. Holy Spirit, why is the 9 of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? Why is this 9 of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? What is this about? Wow, 7 of Cups in the reverse. Feeling overwhelmed, or there could be a sense of confusion, but we have the Emperor as the next card, taking control. Yeah, taking charge of the situation. 10 of Swords. Wow, Pisces. Okay, this makes sense. This 9 of Cups is connected to a 10 of Swords that already happened. Okay, this is past energy. It's a 10. It's a cycle that has completed and closed. Could have been a very painful cycle. Could have involved sadness or betrayal, or yeah, the 10 of Swords is a very painful card. So these emotions, or this lack of belief, or this lack of faith, is associated and connected to something that happened in the past with the 10 of Swords. But again, it's past energy. Okay, so I'm seeing with the Emperor, you're taking control, grounding yourself into the present moment, and yeah, you're going from 9 of Cups in the reverse to the King of Cups in the upright. A lot of progress, a lot of movement in your energy, Pisces. And also a lot of positivity with abundance. Abundance is a positive energy. It's a high vibrational energy. So you have to make sure that you're attuned and that you're vibrating at a higher level in order to receive these blessings, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. Anything, Pisces, that feels heavy or burdensome is connected to an old cycle. So what I'm getting here is this is no longer present in your reality, but you may still be feeling some of the emotions with the 9 of Cups in the reverse. But saying here, Pisces, get out of any kind of confusion or lack of clarity or lack of understanding, because this can be chaotic emotions. This could be a roller coaster. This could be brain fog, not being able to see things clearly, or feeling overwhelmed or underwhelmed. So again, very messy energies, but I see that you got it under control with the Emperor and the King of Cups. Yeah, due to a 10 of Swords. Again, a 10 of Swords is a very difficult, it's a very difficult energy to navigate through, okay? But it also talks about moving forward. And again, I'm getting it as past energy. For some of you Pisces, it's been a while, but some of the emotions are still there with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what else comes in. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Use your intuition to decide, remembering that temptation of shiny things can be illusory. While challenging paths will often hold unexpected opportunity, ask your discerning heart what options honestly stand in front of you today. And even if things are not exactly as they seem, that which you truly desire will offer the most useful stepping stone right now. My wildest imagination is a tool that I can use to inform my future in a down-to-earth way. Pisces, I'm also getting, if this Seven of Cups is an energy that is difficult to move through, you may want to connect to creativity. You may want to connect to something that inspires you to help this energy move, to help this energy shift is what I'm getting here. Yeah, because the Emperor is all about taking control back, taking power back. And these are all water cards. So for some of you Pisces, needing to tune into higher vibrational emotions, okay? Because I'm getting this as past energy connected to the Ten of Swords. Yeah. It's past energy. Holy Spirit, what is this Ten of Swords for Pisces? What is this about? What do you want Pisces to know about this Ten of Swords? The Tower in the reverse, the Three of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this Three of Wands is connected to the Nine of Cups in the reverse, because the Three of Wands in the reverse talks about delays. It talks about waiting for your ships to come in, okay? But it can also talk about a big delay of not knowing if things are going to come in, not knowing when it's going to happen, because it may have an element of divine timing. The Tower in the reverse. Again, you had this card in your last reading. This Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords had to happen for you to avoid a Tower in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? Retracting your energy, retracting your generosity, okay? And making sure that you're giving back to self, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, very generous, very kind, very caring to everyone. And people can take advantage of that. People can take that for granted. So it's saying here, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, make sure that you're giving to self at this time is what I'm getting here. Yeah, that you're watering yourself first. Ten of Swords. So that you avoid energies that are harsher, okay? The Ten of Swords is one of the most painful cards in the tarot deck. Again, it is connected to the past, okay? 10 years ago, 10 months ago, 10 weeks ago, 10 days ago. But it is a Ten of Swords. It is an ending. So it's a full completion of a cycle here. And these energies are attached to that Ten of Swords. So there's a need here, Pisces, to release the past. And it's easier said than done, because these energies here are still present, is what I'm getting here. But this Ace of Swords is going to bring things into perspective. It's going to bring in a shift, is what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, what is this Ace of Swords for Pisces? What is this about? Got the Empress in the upright, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. Pisces, what I'm getting overall for this message, and again, it's super early out here. Some of you Pisces, you may be shifting your schedule, your routine. Maybe you're being guided to wake up earlier or go to bed earlier, but it's something here about shifting the energy. So if you were doing something one way, there's a need to change that, to shift it, to allow new energies to enter. But feeling here with the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Swords, there's still some residual energies, okay, present from the past, that are no longer active, but they're still there. They're still in the background. So there's something here about either shifting your energy, your routine, your schedule to allow new energies in that will uplift you, that will bring in more positivity so that you can manifest more abundance. Again, abundance is a high vibrational energy. So there's a need to stay high vibrational. The Empress, the Ace of Wands. Some of you Pisces, it's time to tap into your creativity is what I'm getting here. Time to tap into your passion, to your inspiration, things that you're naturally curious about, Knight of Swords, and to pursue that, to go in that direction. Because otherwise, Pisces, there may be some past energies that keep you up in your head here with the Eight of Swords. And Six of Pentacles is saying, bring some kind of balance, some kind of flow in your energy, because the seasons are changing, the energy is shifting, and there's a need to either shift the habits, the routine, the beliefs, the thoughts with that as well. Yeah, stay high vibrational is what I'm getting here, because your first card is Ten of Pentacles. That is wealth, that is abundance, but it is a high vibrational energy. So in order to receive it, you have to be on that vibration. And I'm getting a lot of you, you're already seeing signs, you're already getting proof. But there's a windfall of abundance coming in. So there's a need to open up avenues and be open to opportunities is what I'm getting here. Yeah, very positive reading, Pisces, so far. The only challenge that I see here is past energy. And again, it's residual energy. It doesn't look like it's active because the Ten of Swords isn't ending. Yeah, I can see the past energy with that Tower in the reverse. That card's been showing up for you. The divine feminine, prolific creativity, fertility, motherhood, unity, goddess, sensuality, nurturing, abundance, empathy, unconditional love, unification of mind, body, and spirits. The Gaian Empress radiates fertile energy, positive outcomes, and unconditional love. This flourishing creative energy is of the earth, so bring your dreams from the ethereal realms and ground them, share them. Her bountiful abundance is always available to you, and she reminds you to find her regenerative beauty everywhere. You're entering a time of profound healing and blessings, and if you're feeling any lack of inspiration or possibilities, seek to heal your physical temple and to nourish your soul by embodying her shiny creative essence. Again, that's the message that I was getting, Pisces. There's something here about tapping into your creativity, because it's going to keep you high vibrational. Whether you're creating something, whether you are doing something that you love or something that you're good at, even listening to music, anything that can keep your vibration high at this time, it's necessary, because we have all three abundance cards. Your first card is an abundance card, and then you have the Empress, okay? Abundance is a high vibration, and there's a need to stay there to hold that energy. Yeah, a lot of you Pisces, you're starting to see results around you, and you're starting to have more and more proof, and that's bringing back your hope and your faith. But at the same time, there's a need to just be more receptive, to open up more avenues to receive this abundance. Maybe you thought something was going to happen a specific way, but the universe is going to bring it in a different way, or in more ways than you thought was possible. So be open to possibilities, Pisces, is what I'm getting here. For some of you, if you're feeling any of this residual energy, there's a need to give back to your physical temple. Maybe shift, maybe changing your diet, okay? Maybe spending more time outdoors, maybe drinking your vitamins, whatever this is. There's a need to protect your physical temple as well, okay? Because if you are not feeling good physically, or there's a lack of energy, it's gonna affect your vibration is what I'm getting here. Yeah, but you have a lot of positive cards, especially these three cards coming in with the Ten of Pentacles. That's a very good sign, Pisces. So it says here, continue to move calmly and gracefully in the direction of that which whispers yes. The card often affirms that you're on the right track, so keep growing, beautiful seer. Work with the nature of your situation instead of against it. I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future, okay? So it's like you're ushering in new energies is what I'm getting here, Pisces. But there's a need to be very self-aware, to not be playing an old, like an old belief or an old memory in your head about the Ten of Swords, to take control, okay? If you feel like your mind is just used to doing that, or if your mind's just used to going there, to bring it back into the present moment, to ground it with the Emperor and the King of Cups, to tend to your vessel, tend to your emotional well-being as well. Recognize which emotions serve you and which do not, which emotion's gonna raise your vibration and which one's gonna lower it, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, but I'm getting, Pisces, the Emperor and the King of Cups, you're in control, you're in your power, that's for sure. But there may be some, again, some residual energy, some residual emotions coming in from the past. And it's just something to be aware of, to not let that perpetuate. Something here about creativity, Pisces. Maybe you're being guided to create something. Maybe there's a new passion project. Something here is sparking in your life, and it has to do with this Ace of Wands. It's a brand new beginning, and it's passionate, it's exciting, and it feels like you're connected to something higher, something greater. But there's a need to embrace that, okay? There's a need to embrace that energy by not allowing the past to pull you back, not allowing the past to again, sometimes Pisces, it just becomes comfortable. It becomes familiar and it becomes a habit, okay? There's a need to create new neural pathways. And again, I do see you in control, but I also see these emotions here in the background, okay? So let's see here. Yeah, because the Eight of Swords, this can also talk about a form of self-sabotage, okay? Viewing yourself in a light that is not favorable, okay? Because in reality, she's not really tied up. She's not really bound. She's not really restricted, but she feels that way. She perceives herself to be that, okay? There's something here about either the mind space or the emotions that is not serving you. But with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you have two brand new beginnings coming in. That energy is shifting regardless, is what I'm getting here. But the sooner the better is what I'm getting, because abundance is fast moving. Abundance is a high vibrational energy, so it moves faster. So if you feel density, if you feel the weight, okay, those are lower vibrational energies, and there's a need to be aware of that, okay, so it doesn't pull you into this place in your mind, okay, or this place emotionally, because this is feeling overwhelmed, okay, and this is overthinking. This can even talk about restriction, self-sabotage, feeling trapped, feeling helpless or hopeless. Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Why is it here? What is this about? Why is the Eight of Swords here for Pisces? What is this about, Holy Spirit? The Temperance. You've been getting the Temperance a lot, Pisces. You are mastering this, okay? I'm seeing a lot of progress. A lot of your cards are very positive cards, but I do see some of that past energy peeking back in. So Temperance, you are attaining mastery. It is happening, but you had to learn patience, is what I'm getting here. Learning how to make lemonade out of lemons, Pisces. It's almost like if someone gave you a situation, Pisces, that was not favorable, some way, somehow, you know how to shift the energy. You know how to move to make it beneficial to you. You know how to make it serve you, okay? It's almost like turning a negative into a positive. It's like you have that talent, you have that ability, so don't doubt yourself. Temperance is also card number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay, you're realizing, Pisces, that the changes that you've achieved in your life are because of this alchemy. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this Eight of Swords for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about this Eight of Swords? Okay, we have the King of Wands. Yes, okay, Pisces, for sure. The energy's coming back in, okay? If there was, if you felt like your energy was being pulled in two different directions, or it was exhausted, or it was being spread thin, okay? With the Temperance, as you alchemize the situation, the King of Wands, that passion, that fire, that motivation comes back in. Again, the King of Wands is someone who takes action, is someone who initiates, someone who's a self-starter, and someone who's very confident as well. Pisces, again, I'm seeing a lot of different elements coming into play, a lot of power cards. You got the Empress, you got the King of Cups, you got the Emperor, the Temperance, and the King of Wands, okay? This is very positive energy coming your way, and there's a need, Pisces, to lean into the positive. Not to say to ignore everything else, okay, but to place your focus there. Okay, where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows, is what I'm getting here. So you choose what you're giving your attention and your energy to. Are you giving it to the past, or are you giving it to the future? Okay, because there's something here with the King of Wands that is motivating you, okay, to be fierce, to go after it, to be in this pursuit, okay? This is an energy, Pisces, of being in your power, being in charge. And the Temperance is saying you alchemize the situation so that you could step into your power, is what I'm getting here. Passion is being highlighted, Pisces. We have a lot of Wands energy coming in. Ace of Wands, King of Wands. A lot of fire, Pisces. So what is that passion? What is that fire? What is the thing that lights you up? Is that no matter when you do it, how you do it, okay, is that one thing that puts you in the zone? Something you're really good at, a sport, a craft, a project, a work or a job that you do, okay? This King of Wands is tapping into that power, tapping into those resources. It is a card of confidence. It is a card of self-worth and self-esteem, but it's also a card, Pisces, of fierceness and motivation, okay? And taking accountability as well. As you can see, Pisces, the King of Wands is a self-starter. No one has to tell him what to do. No one has to tell him to start or to do something. He has that inner motivation. And that's what I'm getting, Pisces. You are self-driven, okay? You are self-guided and self-led is what I'm getting here. Yeah, and you hold the light, you hold the torch, you're lighting the way. You may have people, Pisces, around you that are following your lead, that are going in the same direction. Why? Because they trust your ability to guide is what I'm getting here. Maybe it's people in your community, people in your family, people in the workplace. Yeah, but the King of Wands, someone sees, Pisces, that you believe in what it is that you're doing, okay? This can be in different areas of your life. And they see you, Pisces, as someone who carries that light, someone who is trailblazing. King of Wands is also a very entrepreneurial kind of energy. So some of you, Pisces, you're being guided to start something new that is in alignment with your passions. It's in alignment with your fire, with the things that you're naturally interested in, the things that you're naturally curious about, because this is where you're going to draw your energy from, is what I'm getting, Pisces. Yeah, a lot of different elements are coming into play here. So keep a positive mind, keep positive thoughts and positive emotions. It's easier said than done, Pisces, but the only thing you got to do is stay aware, stay in the present moment. If you feel your mind drifting or your emotions drifting because it's familiar, because it's comfortable, because it's a habit, it's like bringing yourself back into the present moment and taking control of the situation, taking control of the narrative, Pisces. What is the narrative that you're telling yourself? What is the narrative that you're experiencing here? Because the Ten of Swords can be painful, but I'm getting this, Pisces, as past energy. Okay, I'm not getting it as an energy that is active in your frequency, in your vibration, because it's the end. Okay, so if you're feeling any of these residual emotions, that's all they are. Okay, so it's about grounding and bringing yourself back into the present moment so it doesn't pull you into a lower vibration, is what I'm getting here. Ace of Wands, new ideas, the seed of potential, the arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, okay? Intense creativity, Pisces, that word keeps coming up. I feel that for a lot of you, it's not about focusing on what you don't want. It's not about reminding yourself that you have to be present. It's about doing something that you really want to do. It's about doing something that you truly enjoy. To take care of this old energy. Are you going to feed the past or are you going to feed the future? And the Ace of Wands is saying there's a lot of exciting new things happening around you, but you gotta center yourself in that. Where attention goes, energy flows, okay? So there's more energy that needs to flow around creativity, okay? So it says here, yeah, intense creativity, the mirror-like nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, the ability to manifest anything. Yeah, from this place, Pisces, you can manifest anything. Creativity is a very high vibrational energy. It's about creating, it's about producing instead of consuming. When you're consuming, okay, it can create more density. It can lower your vibrations. There's something here, Pisces, of not consuming and creating, okay? Not having that mindset of a consumer, whether it's content, whether it's things, it's shifting the vibration to creating, okay? Because that puts you in a position of power and that reconnects you, Pisces, to this flame, okay? To this spark. I feel a lot of excitement coming in with this Ace of Wands, Pisces. It says here, the ace contains all the sparks for all the new ideas. They are generating intensely powerful light for you right now. She is connecting you with the one cosmic mind, a universe consciousness, and her delightfully magical soup is brimming with colossal creativity. A flame burns here that is meant for you, but it hasn't been put to use yet. What will you create with this boundless potential? Stay open to receive inspiration and insight. Okay, there's something here about opening up new avenues to receive this abundance, Pisces. Yeah, you may be shown new information about your divine purpose or soul path, or you may even feel compelled to put something completely new into the world. If it feels good, it probably is good. And even though this ace can only predict the inception of something new, it can also suggest that all the energy to bring this project, idea, or feeling to a successful completion is available to you. I seed my brilliant future with roots of creativity and inspiration, okay? Pisces, yes, feed the future, don't feed the past. Let the past starve, okay? Because this is old energy. You don't need to be in this energy anymore, is what I'm getting here. Pisces, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a few oracle cards here, but I feel like the message, Pisces, is feed the future, okay? Tune into those passions, the things that you already know that you feel good about doing, okay? Whether this is maybe even just shopping, okay? Doing some kind of creative activity, arts and crafts, a sport, a project, a new idea. Anything you can do, Pisces, to feed this energy is gonna move you in the right direction. Yeah, you got a lot of abundance coming in. The Ten of Pentacles is your first card, Pisces. It's a very good sign. So again, any negative thoughts, any low vibrational emotions, instead of resisting them, instead of denying them, Instead of fighting them off, okay, just tune into your passion. Just tune into your Ace of Wands. And that's going to take care of it, is what I'm getting here. It doesn't have to be that hard, is what I'm getting, Pisces. Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces at this time in regards to this reading? What is your advice for Pisces at this time in regards to this reading? What is your advice for Pisces at this time in regards to this reading, Holy Spirit? For some of you, Pisces, you may feel guided to revisit a purpose or something that you used to be passionate about. Maybe it's something that you haven't done in a while, but to reconnect with that passion. Maybe it's time to try something again, okay? Something that you used to love, or maybe even find new things that you're passionate about, okay? The Ace of Wands, Pisces, if you are having difficulty tapping into that energy, do one of the things that is on your bucket list, okay? Anything that can bring that energy of excitement, of positivity, and this excitement for the future, that's the energy that you need to tune into, instead of allowing these energies to pull you back into the past, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Holy Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces in regards to this reading? What is your advice for Pisces? We got perspective again, Pisces. You had this card yesterday, okay? I haven't uploaded the reading. So, by the way, Pisces, there's going to be more readings on the Patreon side that are not going to be on YouTube. They're going to be announced on the community tab as well. Really, the card that I got in that reading. It was a very good reading as well, okay? Your energy is rising. Your vibration is rising, and things are starting to shift around you. So, yeah, perspective, forgiveness, and then we have manifest, okay? Some of you, Pisces, there's a need to either forgive another person or forgive yourself or an aspect of yourself. Okay, maybe it's your future and past self coming into some kind of union or some kind of forgiveness. Okay, yeah, this forgiveness is for you. Okay, it's not for the other person. Or if this forgiveness is within you, Pisces, it's going to help you move on to the next level. Okay, so if you are struggling to let something go, or you're struggling with an emotion or a thought process or a memory that you have, there's a need to reconcile that and forgive it. Okay, maybe within yourself, maybe within another person, because it's also going to help you shift your perspective about you. Okay, once this forgiveness comes in, it's going to help you shift your perspective, and it's going to allow you to manifest what it is that you want. Okay, forgiveness, Pisces, allows for the blockages to be cleared. Yeah. It allows for the resistance to clear out of your life. And that's going to bring this high vibrational energy that then you can manifest with. Yeah, Pisces, I'm getting here that manifestation is something that you do naturally. So if you feel like things are harder than they should be, it means that you have to focus more energy in the present, okay? And to the future rather than in the past. Because for some of you, this forgiveness is here because there's still some energy that is caught up in the past. So if you forgive it, you release it, and then you can move on. And you're also going to be seeing yourself in a higher light, okay? Perspective is everything, Pisces. Imagine it. Live as if it were your reality. Allow no detractors. But most important, assume the feeling of it, and you will merge with it, and it will merge with you, so that it is no longer a duality, and you become one with your desire. All creation comes from the mind. The divine creates through the infinite intelligence of the mind, and we create and utilize the same process. This card indicates a need to recognize that you too are a creator and possess manifesting abilities. It is within you to harness the power of your creative faculties and to call upon wisdom and your imagination to manifest your desires into form. Do not worry about the size of your dreams, because everything is possible. Your higher self is asking you to get clear on what you want to create without worrying about any possible limitations. Write down the #1 thing you wish to manifest. Consider creating a journal or vision board to reinforce the dream in your mind. Additionally, feel how it would be to actually manifest your dream, because the feeling aspect of manifestation increases its power. Keep a consistent positive mindset. That's the initial message that came in, Pisces. It's all about the positive mindset and the positive emotions, because you're meant to keep a high vibration for this manifestation. Yeah, it's important, Pisces. Keep a consistent positive mindset throughout the manifestation process, since that joyful energy will manifest your dreams more quickly. If your mindset or your energy constantly fluctuates while manifesting, it sends mixed signals to the universe. Consistency is key. Meditate and ask your higher self to provide the right guidance to execute it. While you may have a very clear idea of what it takes to manifest, your higher self's vision is holistic and knows the best path forward to make your dream a reality. Your higher self will also be able to identify any necessary pitfalls or obstacles when it comes to manifesting You may experience occasional rerouting during the manifestation process, but trust the direction you'll be given. Take one step at a time and follow the breadcrumbs your higher self leaves for you. Surrender to the divine timing. During this, make sure to trust your gut feeling about people and opportunities that come your way. If a door closes, accept that it's not for you. Remember to repeatedly visualize, feel, and take guided action steps, and your dream will manifest. Yeah, Pisces, something is happening here for you, but the main thing, Pisces, instead of resisting the past, instead of denying the past, or instead of not letting the past pull you back into these old feelings or these old thoughts, just keep feeding the future, keep feeding your passions so that you stay on that high level energy, okay? Anything, Pisces, that brings out your creativity, anything that puts you in the zone, it's important to stay there, okay? I'm getting that, Pisces, as a priority here, okay? Because you have all abundance cards, the 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, and Manifest. These are all talking about the same thing. Yeah, new avenues are opening up, Pisces, so be open to new opportunities, be open to new ways of seeing things, be open to even shifting your perspective about certain things, whether certain people, certain situations. Yeah, there's a conscious self, there's a subconscious self, and then there's the higher self. What perspective are you viewing yourself from at this time? Because that needs to shift, because we have forgiveness. Pisces, windfall of abundance, abundance mindset, words of abundance. Most of your cards are very positive, okay? The only challenge that I see here is residual energy from the past. But again, the more that you feed the future, the more that you feed this creativity, this interest, this passion, the easier it's gonna get. It's not about denying it. It's not about resisting it or fighting it off, okay? It's about refocusing your energy and shifting it to where you wanna go. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? Dreams do come true. Pisces, I can't even count how many times that card showed up for you in the last few days, okay? Dreams do come true, and this is why you have manifestation here. But it has to do with your Ace of Wands, okay? Whatever this manifestation is for you, it has to connect some way, somehow to your passion, okay? Because this is where you're going to draw the energy and the power from. It's from the wands, it's from the passion, it's from the inspiration, it's from your interests, okay? Yeah, it's from your fire, because the fire is what gets you to act. The fire is what gets you to take initiative. The fire is the movement, is the action forward. Okay, so dreams do come true. So tune into your Ace of Wands. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more for Pisces. Okay, we have new money. Yeah, it's all about opening new avenues, Pisces, to receive this abundance. Okay, we got let go. Yes, let go of those old emotions. Let go of those old thoughts. And then we have leader. Okay, yeah, the King of Wands is a leader. The King of Cups is a leader. The Emperor is a leader. The Empress is a leader. So there's something here, Pisces, about taking your rightful position in your life, okay? Not allowing people to sway you, not allowing people's opinions or people's wants or needs to sway the way that you do things or to influence the way that you do things, because only you will know. Only you know what the vision is. Only you know what it is that you want. We have life partner and another money card. So yeah, Pisces, abundance for a fact, okay? We have a lot of money cards, a lot of abundance coming in. And again, what I'm seeing here is you're getting proof, and that is also shifting your mindset. Sometimes people work on their mindset before they get the proof, okay? But I'm getting here that the proof is coming in as you're shifting your mindset. So use only words of abundance and tune into those higher vibrational feelings. A life partner, Pisces. Some of you do have someone coming in, but it's important to stay in that high vibration so that you attract someone that is high vibrational. Because if you're fluctuating, Pisces, you're going to attract someone who's feeling the same way. Someone who is, you know, in between the past and the future. Someone who's still being swayed or influenced and pulled in many different directions. Pisces, when you're manifesting, there's a need to hold that vision, okay? To not fluctuate, okay? To stay consistent with it. Because life partner is here. Once you've anchored down that energy, Pisces, you're going to be meeting people that are in that same wavelength, that are in that same position, that are also manifesting, that are also connecting to their passions, that are also receiving abundance. And through this process, okay, holding that vibration, you're going to be meeting your life partner, okay? We have shift at the bottom of the deck. Some of you Pisces, there's a quantum leap or a quantum jump that you're about to make, or you already made, okay? There's a lifting or a shifting in the vibration, but you're raising your vibration is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Tell me more. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading, Holy Spirit? Here we have do the work, okay? I miss you, and your energy is addicting, okay? That's part of what you have to let go of. This is connected to the past. If someone is missing you, if your energy is addicting, okay, let go. Because that is connected to the past. Are you going to feed the past or are you going to feed the future? With do the work, Pisces, I'm getting that that's in regards to your manifestation. Doing the work is about your vibration, okay? Doing the work is about staying consistent with your manifestation. And what I'm getting, Pisces, with do the work, for you, the work might be play. For you, the work might be reconnecting to those passions, might be reconnecting to that energy of excitement and interest. It might be learning something new. So this work is not really work. This work is play, okay? So Ace of Wands. Whatever this Ace of Wands is for you, Pisces, that is the key to success, because that's the key to raising your vibration. We go from Ace being number 1 to the King of Wands. You're going from 0 to 100, Pisces. There's a very big leap. This is the first card in the Wands. This is the last card in the Wands. I don't see a step-by-step process. I see you going from Ace of Wands straight into King of Wands, okay? And we have leader here. You have the ability to do that, okay? But you have to be willing to let go of what stands in your way. And that may be a past situation. That may be a past energy, okay? That is pulling on you and is taking away some of your attention, some of your creativity, some of your life force. Yeah, do the work. Let's go ahead and get a few more messages here. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? Okay, we have boundaries, okay? You may have to set boundaries, Pisces, with people from the past or situations from the past, whether they're pulling on you emotionally, energetically, spiritually, mentally. There's a need for boundaries, okay? There's a need for boundaries, and there's a need also to release something. Tell me more. Yeah, distractions, okay? Some of you Pisces, you need to let go of distractions. And you do have some kind of a soulmate, okay? You do have someone here, Pisces. This may be connected to your past. This may be part of what you need to let go of. Because we have I miss you, your energy is addicting, and then let go, okay? You have soulmates, but you also have life partner. So you choose, Pisces. Are you going to give to a past situation that you thought, okay, this is a soulmate, or maybe I can make this work, okay? Or are you going to feed the future, align yourself with the vibration that you want to be at, okay, and meet your life partner? Because soulmates, Pisces, they come and they go. You'll have a lot of soulmates in life. They don't always have to be romantic, okay, or platonic. Soulmates, Pisces, can even be within your family, within your friend group. But I'm getting, Pisces, that you have something greater in mind. You're going from soulmates to life partner. And this is why you need to let go of something first in order to receive something new, in order to make space. Yeah, open up the avenues, Pisces. Maybe you're being guided to take on a new activity, a new project, to go to a new gym, to go to a new class, okay? It's all about shifting the energy. If there are places or habits or things that you do that remind you of the past, there's a need to shift that, okay? The more that you can focus on this Ace of Wands, the easier it's going to be, the faster it's going to be. Because I see that it already happened, but there's this energy that keeps kind of coming back in around, cycling back in around. Yeah, let go. And also with distractions, Pisces, only you will know what those distractions are. It could be people, it could be habits, activities, social media, okay? But those distractions take away your attention. They also take away your energy. So what are those distractions? And be honest with yourself, Pisces, because you have 2 aces. This is very, very positive. Again, it's happening regardless, but the higher you raise your vibration, the faster it happens, the faster this all clicks into place, okay? Manifestation happens, Pisces, when you can merge the dualities of having or not having, of doing it or not doing it. Is when it comes together that it clicks, is what I'm getting here. Emotional energies that are coming in from the past is saying, release that negativity, okay? Let that go. Maybe that's the distraction that keeps coming back around. Maybe it's a person, maybe it's past energy, whatever this is. There's a need to set boundaries with that and also to release it. fully, okay? Going from soulmates to life partner. Yeah, Pisces, a lot of you, you're fully aware of what it is that you're trying to manifest here, and you know what needs to happen, but it's not about forcing it, okay? It's more so about alignment. It's more so about flow. It doesn't have to be hard is what I'm getting here. And I'm getting that you know that, okay? You've done this before. Yeah, you're an experienced manifester, Pisces, but sometimes those thoughts, those emotions can delay the manifestation. It can make it harder than it has to be. So this is why Spirit wants you to really tune into that Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, spiritual material abundance, community generosity, wealth and prosperity, building a legacy. Oh baby, this is a big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart, it's coming your way and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and to commit to long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring in abundance and positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Pisces, that's exactly what we've been talking about. That is the high vibrational energy that you're needing to tune into. Releasing the distractions, releasing the negativity, releasing the thoughts, the emotions connected to the 10 of Swords, connected to the past. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat, loving community as avenues widen. Pisces, I'm getting chills as I say that. That's exactly what I was saying with abundance. You need to open up new avenues. You need to allow for new avenues in which you can receive your desired outcome is what I'm getting here. Yeah, so as avenues widen and the right connections click into place, remember that perceptions change and we do have perspective. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve the success and love. Taste the pleasures of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all of the success. I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. So Pisces, again, double confirmation of what's coming in here. It looks very positive. Holy Spirit, any other messages or advice for Pisces in regards to this reading? Any other messages or advice for Pisces in regards to this reading? You're overthinking yourself into a place of fulfillment, okay? There's no need for this 5 of Swords, Pisces. That's what I'm getting, okay? It's almost like trying to think 10 steps ahead all the time, trying to think of all the possible scenarios, all the possible outcomes, okay? It is an energy of overthinking, but it's saying here, Pisces, you don't need to overthink your way into the 10 of Cups. And I'm seeing it here. You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. These are literally my 2 favorite cards in the entire tarot deck. This is emotional fulfillment, and this is the big happy family, abundance, wealth, prosperity, building that legacy. But the Queen of Swords is saying, Pisces, there's only a need for truth and clarity. There's no need for overthinking. There's no need for analysis paralysis or overanalyzing a situation or trying to always be 10 steps ahead, okay? Queen of Swords is saying you're already in your power. There's no need for this, okay? 10 of Cups, you have a happy ending coming in, Pisces, and you have emotional fulfillment coming in, and there's a need to keep your focus on that. Don't keep your focus on the resistance, keep your focus on the outcome is what I'm getting here. Yeah, Queen of Swords. For some of you, Pisces, you have the information that you need, but there's a need to take it a step at a time, to not rush the process, okay? To stay calm in this energy so that you can stay clear. Because if you allow the energy to kind of shift your attention, it's going to create more inconsistency is what I'm getting here. So Queen of Swords, take it a step at a time. The calmer you are, the clearer the energy is going to become. And the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords is saying the answers and the information is coming in. The communication that you need is coming in. And 10 of Cups is the final outcome, okay? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. This looks really good, Pisces. Again, it's a very positive reading, but I do see some of those old energies trying to creep back in. And it's not a matter of fighting them. It's not a matter of resisting them. Just keep feeding the future. Keep feeding the things that you want and keep refocusing your energy and your attention. Doing things that naturally inspire you. Doing things that naturally uplift you. Maybe it's a shift in your routine, a shift in your diet, a shift in how you do things. But that Ace of Wands is all about tuning into that passion, into that creativity. I haven't extended. This is all I have for your reading, Pisces. Blessings. Take care.